There is something uniquely American about being an unprofitable e-commerce guy trying to sell a course in America. It's the only profession where you can lose money every month and still feel overdressed for reality. You go home for Thanksgiving, you haven't had a profitable month since Shopify charged you for a theme in July. Your uncle, same job for 27 years, 401k, paid off mortgage, looks at you and says, "So how's the online store going?" And you smile. "Good. Yeah, it's scaling." It is not scaling. Your mom knows, your dad knows, your dog knows, but everyone nods because technically you do have revenue, gross revenue. We don't discuss the net. And your uncle asks the question, "So, are you making money yet?" And now you're concerned because you can either say, "No, Uncle Mike, I'm paying Meta 6,000 a month to lose $4,000." Or you launch into a masterclass on cash flow cycles. You start saying things like, "It's about front loading acquisition for lifetime value." You're explaining ROAS to a man who still balances a checkbook. You say profit comes later, and you don't even know that's true anymore, but you can't stop talking. Because if you stop explaining, the silence sounds a lot like, "Maybe I should have kept my internship." So you fly back to Miami, Brickell actually, Tuesday afternoon. You don't have an office, but you have B roll, and you put loafers on with no socks. You walk past a Lamborghini that's not yours. You position your phone so the reflection hits just right. You caption it, "Another day building freedom." You live in a one bedroom with three roommates, but the lighting in the lobby is phenomenal for those TikToks. On Thursday, you go to a founder dinner. Everyone orders sparkling water. It's just eight drop shippers and one guy who says he does crypto arbitrage. Everyone says they're in scale mode. No one mentions refunds, but someone says, "Bro, my Stripe got cooked." Everyone nods like it's a war story. No one asks what the margins were because that would be rude. You film a TikTok in front of some old man's Rolls Royce parked in front of valet. Then you talk about discipline. You say, "Most people don't want it bad enough." You post it. It gets 2,405 views within 2 days. Three comments. One is a bot. One says, "W, bro." One says, "Link." One says, "Put me on." And you refresh it 19 times. You tell yourself organic takes time. On Friday night, you go out with your normal friends, the ones with salaries, health insurance, employer matched 401ks, benefits. One of them says, "Work's been crazy. I had 4 meetings today." You nod. "Yeah, bro, same." You do not mention that you were up at 2 a.m. arguing with ChatGPT about whether your product is just a rebranded AliExpress item with better lighting. You cannot say that at dinner. Would not be a conversation. And sometimes for about 30 seconds, you consider stopping, getting a job, predictable income, predictable sleep, but then you picture it. You picture yourself not refreshing Shopify, not checking Ads Manager, not chasing the next winner, and it feels wrong because you just don't want money. You want the performance of it, the story of it, the Miami montage, the illusion of being early, max LARP. So you open CapCut.